3, 4, 5. So 4 boxes. I'm not gonna lie, I've maybe regret this idea. We're back to building our 2-story cereal box Airbnb. It's getting closer and closer. We're now working on the creative expedition pieces of this project, which is super fun, where it's not just structural requirement, it's like creative, unnecessary work. But we have this Mosaic backsplash that I've been working on the last 7 days. Today is day 6 of actually laying tile out of what I hope is only 8. The wall's 22 feet tall, and we have this curving depiction of milk pouring down into our cereal bar top. So this is our wall, our cereal bar wall that we're about to tile all the way up and around. So we're gonna set up the scaffolding, prime the wall. Then we're gonna set up a projector, project the shape of the installation. I'm gonna trace it on the wall. It's always a great experience when you know you're gonna be working really high, 20 feet up on a ladder on top of a scaffolding. Then you get to build it yourself, because then you just really are reassured by all the pins are in. I'm responsible for my fall. Feels way less stable with wheels. I got about 2 of these. The idea was that I'll maybe eventually put a ladder on top. Oh yeah, she's shaky. And I think that I'm gonna lay tile. There's no way I'm putting a ladder on here. I get it. It's gonna be shaky. I'm here for it. You don't scare me. So now, wall's drying, sun's rotating, so it's getting darker, so I'm gonna set up this projector. Don't mind me, I'm just ratcheting a projector to the side of a ladder upstairs so I can trace my image on the wall. I'm regretting thinking I should tile this wall. When I stand on the scaffolding, it just shakes. So how narrow it is, and I want to put the ladder on top of it. And I think art just kind of requires you to blend the lines between what you hoped and what you've been given. It's a whole nother thing to do it fast. Crazy. We're drawn on drips, curves, and wiggles. There you go. So we got this tile, this handmade tile from this company called Zia Tile. You guys have probably heard of them. They make beautiful tile. We have terrazzo. We have tile from them for the shower that you'll see at a later date. But for this, we have this 4x4 kind of glazed pearl looking for the milk, and then for the side section cutout, I have this plum, which is this really beautiful purpley blue. Because they're handmade, there's this like depth and a bit of authenticity to it that I think really helps this project as a whole. But also just gives a variance in the color to the tile. So then there's some, beautiful texture, depth, imperfection to the artwork as a general, which has been a bit of a catch net for me because I've never laid backsplash tile before. And so doing it for thousands and thousands of tiles, like just yesterday I laid alone 500, and that was just one of 5 days of laying this tile. One of the more productive days, but so having tile that not at the degradation of the quality or anything is handmade and has little chips, indents, some different shapes. They're all 4x4, but kind of varying, I think has helped give me permission to take this on and permission to just like remind myself that it's art and it's not just this like functional backsplash for a shower or something that needs to be waterproof. A little nervous to get started, but I know like anything else, as soon as kind of get in the groove, you just rock and roll. I hope today is to do the entire outline, which is about, I think I calculated around 500 tiles. Once you start putting adhesive, mortar, whatever you call it on the wall, you're in for a session, and that's what's kind of nervous to start. But it's art, so you just gotta remember that it's gonna ebb and flow. Things will change for the better and for the not better. Oh, smells like labor. Kind of a bonkers first project, but I put that on the wall, start tiling, use my cut ones for the curve. These two curves, when I get back, I will have learned a lot. And we're off. Less often than I feel it, but it's so fun to be a beginner at something. There's lots of curiosity and lots of discovery. Super fast progression. It's like in a matter of 10 minutes, you can be twice as good at something, which you can't do in things that you've practiced for years. I reverted to cutting each one again. Pulse check so far is good. I feel like it looks great. It looks how I hoped it would look so far. Maybe even like a reminder that like texture, depth, different material really adds all the magic you're really looking for. Oh, I thought I was higher already. I think I'm going to deviate a little bit from my drawn line because, again, I chose the drawn line. I might rotate a little strong here and cut back up a little early. It's going to be sad when I hear one fall because I did them all the same way, so that would mean a lot of them would fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice catch, buddy. Oh! Stuck too soon. That landed right on the tile too, which is unfortunate. Let's go, baby. Doesn't look like milk, but just looks like tile. Little butter. I feel like I need to pop my ears when I get up here. You better fit, buddy. It was instead perfect. That's one side of the curve. Like some of the very small gradual curves I can do with full 2x2s and just wedge out the grout ever so slowly. These are all the wedges cut. These are like the sharper wedges for the tighter turns. And then I have some more like gradual ones. We'll lose light pretty fast, so if I can do this, we don't have 2 hours. Buttering them. Yeah, maybe don't want to be working up top when it's dark. This one has full tiles on both sides, whereas the first one only has tiles on the inside and painted on the outside. So you're trying to make this turn so sharp, but it's easy to overturn. Perfection. Don't drop me. Well, my battery's about to die, so I'll be back tomorrow to show you the finish of this. I think this is a statement piece that, as much as I regretted it, I don't regret it anymore. It requires a lot on a bunch of different fronts. Emotionally, time investment, takes a lot of skill, and takes a decent amount of finance to commit to something like this that could be like, a painted wall or something. So, but I think that is worthwhile, especially for this project. And if our goal is just the right amount of unreasonable, I think this hits the mark. So this is our progress from day one. Probably the most critical day of kind of learning how these big tiles get curved, cut, and fit in a way that I'm happy with. And then I think we'll just work in. This is kind of our project equal. The inside of this built-in shelves is where the full pieces will start. Never cut metal before, but something like that. We did have to make up. Here's my first start from our edge. We hit our outlet, first outlet cut. We came to our transition and then completed the other side and on. The nature of the tile. Being here a couple hours and having such a small section done and looking at this big wall, kind of crazy, but We're in too deep. Which happens. Oh, butter. Man, 4 days of this is gonna be rough. End of day 2. Not quite as far as I hoped.
A year, months, any weekend is no match for my loyalty.
No one better than Olivia Dean right now.
Question, would you do the same for me? Are you still on mine? I was on the way down.
My idea for the day, thought for the day, is that early on in like the ideation of something, you want to discard the difficulty and the expense, because you want to just figure out what your best idea is, and who knows what kind of creative approaches you can take to that best idea. There's a time definitely to consider the skill set required, the time dedicated, cost. But initially, you want to just think very open-ended. What would be the most interesting? What would serve the best purpose? And some of these things, I don't think I've done that perfectly. Like this project, I should have considered after ideation, should have taken a hard look in the mirror and been like, how will that get done? And I think in my mind, I was like, maybe I hire it out, maybe I do it. I don't know. Me doing it is laborsome, but close to free. Hiring it out is very expensive. I think this is going to be an amazing part of this project at the end of the day. And it would have been so easy to rule it out for good reason. All right. Sometimes you only put a spacer in one side because the piece has curves. Let me get 2 in there. Level's great, but just stepping back and looking at it is... I actually thought about having these grout lines kind of turn into the drips, splash. I was wondering if that would help the effect. Probably would, but I have to do a lot more cutting, so that's out. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so if I start here, I could go 3, 4, 5. Probably 5 again, staggered. Here we are, beginning of day 4. The sun is back out. So we can see better. Excited about that, and we can make cuts outside. Hopefully we can survive. It hurts my knees. I think that means I need to pray more. These are all the little triangles I just cut. That will go in these little spots. Got some fine angle grinder cuts. Oh, this is hard work. We added a little token down there. There's one more row of white, so it won't look so at the outskirts. And we came out here and did this long one. Every morning I start by washing a couple hundred tiles. The process has been like, throughout the day, it feels great. It feels like getting a lot done. It feels productive. I don't stop. for 8 hours. Then I step back and look at the wall and it feels like barely inching along. So starting day 5 and not even being technically halfway up the wall is a bit of a defeat. But I think it's one of those things you just like try not to measure and just keep showing up, putting in the time and wait until you finally can see the finish line, you know? All right. Just carrying all your tiles up. Oh, baba! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 2 5/8. 1 2 1/4. Maybe I would just do the curved cuts. So like just 3-4 hours in the morning and then go cook, rest, and respite. All I need is like a sense of progress. Oh, don't fall. Oh, we're moving. I'm gonna tell people this, but I once went a whole year, or like multiple years, I think, getting fabric softener instead of detergent. I don't know if it's because they look so alike at Target, and I only found out because I went looking for it to buy more, and it took a while to find it. When I finally found it, it was because it was in the wrong place, or in the correct place, but not with the detergent. I'm reminded about about that because it's like, this could be all great, but like it's not the right kind of tile adhesive, and it's just all gonna fall off the wall anyways. That was a very long time ago, guys. My clothes are cleanish now. When you walk in, the living room here, light installation, and the bar top, big mural going up. We are starting day 6 of laying this backsplash tile up our 22-foot wall. This is our starting spot for day 6. So 4 boxes. I don't know if I said this, but it's in the 30s this morning, so I went and got some warm water for the bucket today because it was brutal the other day. There we are, soaking our tiles. Clean those, and then you're kind of working off of that tally for the rest of the day, which feels kind of good goal setting. So I climb up there and I mark like 8 or so tile with a bunch of different pieces that need cut. Marking the wall with different letters and numbers to know where they go when I come back. For the record, we don't claim to know what we're doing, so feedback is for yourself. Oh yeah, that'll fly. Need you now, would you be my echo? Good morning. We are on day 7. The tile will reach the ceiling today. think what's been hard about this project is that you're just solving the same problem over and over. Like making the tile fit and doing it in tricky places versus like I'm excited to move on to grout, and I'm no longer carrying up and down, cutting pieces. It's like move on to a different problem set. And I think that's what's somewhat attractive about entrepreneurship to me, is that you're kind of always solving a new problem. I don't have power, so for too long it's gonna be like cold inside. Utility is taking their time. I have that Mark Scabilia song in my head. It's such a bittersweet symphony inside. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, as much as this is difficult, it's so much fun. My intuition is trying to save my life. Okay, we just need to go draw some lines. Take our mud back to the top. Yesterday, the arches of my feet hurt when I left because standing on this ladder. Stay focused, Dylan. Stay. Whip this mud glass. First tile placed at 22 feet. What a week. These are all the orders coming into the kitchen. All the cuts. So this one's labeled C and an X on the piece being discarded. Yeah, I have no clue how we're going to grout the middle. Oh, that one was from the gods. I didn't deserve that. Maybe I deserved it, but I didn't expect it. Left side's officially done. We're working by flashlight, but we need to grout, and we'll lay a row here after the bar gets put in. I need some food and some sleep. See you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna make my mix with the grout. We're gonna go up. We're gonna do probably down to the bottom of this short wall. Thinking of putting the ladder on top of the scaffolding and putting like a ratchet strap through the bottom of it, just to stabilize it enough. Do not watch this for education. I don't know what I'm doing. What I do will likely lead you astray. Ultra Color plus FA, rapid setting, all in one. Grout, whatever that means. Lord, help us not mess up this whole week of hard work. All right, 3 minutes. Godspeed. My clamp is for. Why did we start in the hardest place? Wow, this is hard. Keep it moving. Oh, this could be terrible. It's kinda hard to tell. Oh, why is my arm falling asleep? Start a timer for 20 minutes. Oh, this is brutal. Yeah, no thanks. Just doubling my price because grouting is brutal. And I forgot to wear gloves, which is terrible. It's just a mess over and over, and you wipe it and it's a mess, and it's runny, and then it's a mess, and then it gets on the wall. And then your buckets are getting gross, and you're like, I'm just putting the mess on the wall, and then my job is to clean it up. I think it would be way different if it was like large tiles on the ground or something, but putting it on the wall, it's all falling. Don't breathe it in. You could turn into concrete. Oh, I still didn't put my gloves on. Yeah, that'll do. Oh man, the Pops came to the rescue. I was a little ambitious. I mixed 3 pounds. These lines basically don't touch the front of it, just the side lines. Oh, I love this part. I don't know if you can get any more water out of these, but they're still dripping quite a bit. We just have this section. We only grouted the plum, the purple tile. So tomorrow we will see how much of the white grouting we can do. Day 900, might as well be. Small setback. My arm is killing me. I think I've overdone it. And I just can't sleep through the night. It's throbbing. So I need to rest. But cabinets come tomorrow, which is the whole reason I've been sprinting through this. And so I need to do the very top. I've put the ladder on top of the scaffolding just to do, we're gonna try to get 2 sections, get down to kind of this inset. My dad came to help yesterday for the last bit of the purple plum color, and it was a game changer, huge. I was pushing it on time. The grout was kind of setting up faster than it felt like it was previously. I don't know if we put less water in it or what, but. So today, my sister's coming to the rescue. My sister Riley. So I am gonna be up here. Some of this is gonna drop and hit the ground. It's okay. How did you figure out? Hey, my arm hurts. All right, well, you set it back at 20. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. We are working on this top corner. All right, Dylan. Oh, my arm hurts. I swear this is uneven. You gotta work in a bunch of grout. Yeah, what good is a mask if it's got the very thing you're trying to mask from on the inside of it? Calling it quits for today. 7 feet off the ceiling. And we're gonna take a couple days off. Cabinets are gonna go in. And we'll come back to wrap it up another day, which for you will be right now. Got the grout on. We were correct. We're learning something. We got to about here, so now we're just gonna wipe this off. $70, $60, $40, $20. So as the board gets more malleable, you're limited. So you're paying attention, trying to think before it's your turn, like, okay, I can switch those. And look, I think that we're after to the peanut butter. Now that our countertops are in, I can finish this last row and make a couple cuts here on the countertop. So I'm going to do the curve first and just cut a couple of these little ones with angles on them. If I can set them all today, then I can just grout next time I'm here and be done. I haven't played with this stuff in a while. Oh yeah, started with a spacer. Yeah, maybe that's like, I've been doing this in a while, but it's okay if I cut back on the back. I think that's... I'll trim a hair off the slightest curve. I might do like... Voila! Took this little top edge off. Nice and clean. And we got that cut with a baby curve. Like, little curve. Let's see. Oh, she's just so close. So I think that'll do once it gets some grout. I'll have to pull this off before it dries, but if I remember correctly, it's like 1/4 of a cup. We got most of our sponging, wiping done. It's so cold it feels all different, but I'm gonna start my dry buff. We are officially, probably unofficially, done. I just grouted in the last little piece around the countertop, and it goes all the way up. This was quite the undertaking. I think there's more of that to come, trying to build a sauna and a cereal bowl. But I'm proud of it. I think it does its job. It's this kind of like wow moment when you walk in. So yeah, here's what it looks like. All the way up from the corner. The splash rolls over to our built-in shelves where our cereal will be. This is the beautiful color we got from the plum and the pearl white. You get that kind of zealage, uneven tile feel when you look up it. For the white, we did this frost grout, and for the plum, we did this deep ocean, which with the shadows actually ends up looking 2 different colors with the unevenness. It's supposed to be this kind of ocean, deep ocean, dark blue, but from this side with the shadows, it gets pretty dark, but all the way up. From upstairs, you still see a lot of it as you come close. I remember coming up with it and feeling like, oh, this is the answer to the guest experience walking in to the Serial B&B. Found that awesome company, Zia Tile, who helped out a lot in kind of making this approachable. And they were really cool to work with. And so then I was like, okay, we have a great tile for what seems like a worthwhile project. And then as I got close, it just felt so like such a mountain to climb of just how many days it was going to take, and not having power out here or not having water at the time. It was like always bringing water from other places to clean the tile and make our adhesives and grout. But just the amount of days on I think the cut lines and just kind of being unsure, the nature of being new at something. And I never mind the work, but I kind of want to know, like, hey, you're on the right track. And anyways, there was some regret in the middle and at the beginning, but I think now it's a really important part of the design in here. I'll show you guys more in the days to come.